What is going on, my Bagel Bites? It is Mr. Bagel Bites here, bringing you a kind of different content. So we haven't really done like reviews on the channel yet, but I feel with what Pokemon Masters really is, I feel like I kind of want to, since it's still new, it's still fresh, and it still hasn't arrived to America yet. And I feel like that's where a majority of my viewers are going to be coming from. So since it's still only available in Canada and Singapore, I figured I would kind of give like an idea of kind of what it is. Because the more I play it, because I'm pretty deep now, I just unlocked like the co-op mode and stuff, and we're on chapter 13 in the league and stuff. It's cool. I don't want to like spoil anything like story-wise, because I'm sure some people will care about it as little story as there really is there. But so we've unlocked a decent amount of people, and I kind of just want to go into a little bit of everything and talk about like what it is. So you have your teams of like 3v3, which I'm sure a lot of you know now. Like you construct your teams here. I'll show you here. Like my team right now is Howl, Rosa and her superior, and Phoebe and Dusclops. So as you can see here, my only real unit who... So at first I thought the game was going to be very much pay to play, but the more I play it, it isn't. Like I've done a lot of research now into like the tiers and stuff, and like who does what, and like these two right here, like Howl and Rosa are both... You receive Rosa right off the bat. Like that's not a spoiler. You get her like super early on. She's like the third person you get, and like Howl you get pretty late game, but he's amazing. He's one of the best special attackers in the game. There's only like a couple above him, and they're like 4 stars, but he's really good. So I'll kind of go like into, because there's 4 different types of units too. So I'll filter each one. So there is the tech type, which they have like special moves that they can do. Like they do something like Lorelei here, who I've used a lot. Her whole thing is she is there to like cause like freezing. So like that's what the tech types do. They have special effects. She burns people. I think she's supposed to like eventually put them to sleep when you get her leveled up, or like raise stats in a different way. Like they just do like special stuff. Like yeah, like the Aegislash here, he like does different buffs for your team while doing like decreasing your opponent's stats and stuff. So that's kind of like their deal. You have the support, who are, in my opinion, like some of the best units in the game. But Rosa you receive for free, and she's like tier 1 still. Obviously as the game progresses, I'm sure some will fade into more like obscurity. Phoebe is probably the best support in the game still, in my opinion. She is the 1 5-star unit of the 3 that have dropped so far in the banner. She's really good. But Rosa is nothing to snuff at, because she has like that X special attack also. Everyone's special attack just gets raised. She has time to energize, which refills your Gauge and stuff. That's really good. But then you have like Roxanne here, who's also considered a tier 1 unit. She's actually insane, because like she has defense all, so she boosts everyone's defense. She fills the Gauge. I'll show you here. And she's just like a 3-star unit. So right now the game still is... You don't have to have the best units to like win and like do well. So she has like the study buddies here. Sharply raises special attack and speed of all allied sync pairs. She's a 3-star unit doing all of that. Like that's insane. And then wide guard's not bad either. Like makes it so you don't get hit by those AoE moves. Like Howl's Raichu has discharge, which hits everybody, and it's insane. And Lorelei's Blizzard, which is really good. Like, so she has stuff like that on top of the defense. And the passive abilities, like some of the passives are relevant. Like, I'll show Rose's here. Here we go. So she has, like, Stalwart, so, like, her special defense can't be lowered, which is kind of cool. Lorelei has it, so... I think we have hers, actually. Yeah, Hostile Environment. So, like, it boosts her freeze chance, basically, so status conditions of additional moves, which is kind of cool. So, like, it's to, like, boost her actual role as a tech unit. And then there's one other type here. I kind of backed out there, sorry about that. And that's the Strike. So you're either a Special Strike or you're a Physical Strike. Oh, for some reason it didn't actually show my Special Strikers. I don't know why it's not showing that. That's weird. So I'll kind of just show. So Rosa here's support. So here are the... Oh no, this is everyone. That's my bad. I just don't have as many units as I thought I did. So like Hal here, he's a Special Striker. So he's there to... He goes off his special attack, but he does a lot of damage. Same with like Corinne here. She is a physical strike unit. So they're your damage dealers. So that's like kind of what my team here focuses on. Like the main... I'll show you here. I'll kind of go into it to show like how it's kind of played. We'll just do like a training area to give it an idea. But you can do stuff like this with like free to play units. Like you don't need the Phoebe in order to do what I'm showing you right here. We'll just go into like the Blaine level up course. It's really cool because I'll show how the gauges and stuff work too. Because at first I was very taken off by it, but the more I play, I really see how people would enjoy this. Like I'm playing on like speed up mode too. Like you don't have to play slow. Like that raised our crit chance, and then I go to him. I'm gonna do the Allure, just feel the breeze. So I show it. So it raises our evasiveness and our speed +3, and I'm just gonna like boost more. And like this is just an easy like cheese strategy, and 2 of the units are free to play. Like look at that. Like sure, it's not on the hardest difficulty, but then like we have like the bond here, which is a recharge to our gauge meter. Like it's just you can do well with the units that they give you. And really, I'll kind of go into like the banner too to show what you can get. And there's like the completion bonuses from beating missions and stuff. I'm trying to avoid showing story stuff. There we go. So I back out. And then like the stuff to level up the units is very easy to get. Like those right there. And then I can take like that stuff. I'll try and level up like here we go. We'll go to Whitney real quick. But yeah, you can just like feed her those 5 things that we just right there, get her to 19. Like I got Hal to 51 in like no time at all based on where I am in the game. And you don't have to use like your main guy with the Pikachu too, which is nice. Like the Raichu is so good. Plus what's nice about, oh, that's another thing too. Like this is actually super important. I didn't think it was at first, but the more I play, the more I realize it is. So like, if you look here, when you look at these moves, so like the special moves just take none of your gauge, but they take a part of your turn. So like you have to wait for it to finish before you can do something else. So Thundershock here is a 1-bar move if you look like right here where I'm tapping on the screen. So it only takes 1 from your gauge, so you get your sync up attack faster, which is super important because you one-shot most stuff with your sync up attack. But Discharge takes 3. So if you use units that refill your gauge, like Rosa and the Phoebe right there, there's other units that do it too, like Drake has one, Hold Disturbed. All of your support units typically have something like that. But if you just use like Thundershock like 3 times in a row, you've basically gained your sync up drive. Like you're so close to it by the time you get it. Like Discharge, obviously you're going to do more damage, but Thundershock, since it's a 1-bar move, because anyone over like 4 or 5 stars doesn't really have a 1-bar move that I've noticed. Like Rosa here, she's 5. Both her things are 2 or 3, so you got to wait for those to recharge before you can use them if you've used someone else's attack. Phoebe here, yeah, like the double edge move, which I don't really want to get. It's strong, but we get recoil, and like this Mon isn't really known for its attack. It's like the highest defense in the game, but its attack isn't great. But then like we got Shadow Punch, which is 2. So it's really, you also want to find units that have like that 1 bar, just as like kind of a utility for your team for when you're battling. I'll show it too, kind of. But then like you learn your moves and skills from like getting items and stuff that drop. So I'll show here. I'll just go to like the Brock with the Tyranitar here. So like Rock Slide. So you just need like 5 of these little items that we got, the training machines, in order to unlock that. And then like their better moves, you need a little bit more stuff to unlock. So you have to beat some harder missions, but they end up being pretty easy. You can get to my area probably in a few hours, 5-6 hours maybe. So like this Rock Solid Finisher raises our defense and makes sure the next hit is a critical hit. Like that's really cool. And then like he has his passive too. So like his stats can't be lowered in a sandstorm, so you need some more items like I was showing you there to unlock them too. But nothing is overly difficult to unlock. So we should like Piplup here because his Empoleon's really good. So we'll get like Bubble Beam here. So he has Bubble, which is an AoE, and then he gets Bubble Beam as his other move, which is a 1 target, but it's only 1 and 2. No hesitation. I actually don't know what that does. Sharply raises speed stat. So speed and raises users critical hits. So that's actually really cool. Fuller the move gauge, the more power this. Wow. So that's actually really cool. So his passive is really good as well. So I definitely look into, and that's another free unit. You get him like he's like 3rd mission in the game, and he's like 2nd tier, I think, special attacker in the game, along with like Hao here. So Hao is like only behind like 2 units in the banner. I'll kind of go into it here. So yeah, so when I really started playing this game, I really felt like it was going to be pay to play, but the more I play, it just doesn't feel like it at all, honestly. Which is nice. Not a bad thing at all. So you have like Chris here. Chris is actually... Okay, so that's another thing. Chris is 5 stars, like the featured unit of this banner, basically. And she's low tier attack. Like she's super not that great. It's low tier physical attacker, but like Brendan here in his Trico, he's really good. Phoebe and Dusclops really good. I haven't really looked much into Lycanroc and Houndoom, but I know they're both really good. I just haven't seen them that much. Like the Lapras there, really good. Like right here, like this is a 4-star unit, and it is still like one of the best units in the game. I think it is the best special attacker, the Gardenia Roserade. So you, like you can pull like these 3-star units and still do well. Oh yeah, like the Nose Pass we were showing earlier. It's just a 3-star, but it's still a tier 1 support unit. Like it's amazing. So you don't need to pull the big units in order to do well, at least right now. Obviously, as the game progresses, like all gacha games, you're gonna need to pull something eventually, I'm sure. But right now, the units that they just give you, like, I'll show a little bit since you saw it in my list here. The most recent unit we got here was we got the Infernape and the guy whose name I can't remember, Flint. Yeah, so I'll skip the conversation here. And there's a cool story behind it too. Like it has a lot going for it. And like I said, I don't feel like I've really completed like the game yet either. I've made it decently far, but yeah, and you get your gems and stuff to like do summons pretty easily. Like I don't feel like I'm ever not able to get to that next summon. I've only done singles really so far, but I hope to get enough to do like a multi here soon. But the only other thing is they do differentiate your gems into non-paid and paid. So like you can't do a daily discount without doing a paid. So you need to like get 100 gems from like $1. It's like $1 to do it. I did do it today because I had pulled one of the 4-star units. I think it was Sophocles, and I really wanted Brendan's Trico because it would go great on my team. And I mean, getting those 5-star units is really cool, obviously. But like I said, you don't need them. But since I'd pulled one 5-star unit on a single summon already, I was like, I'll give it another shot. Yeah. But yeah, so it's a good game. I definitely think it's good. I think it's worth trying out for sure, seeing if it's your cup of tea. You're not going to be able to jump in this from a regular Pokemon game and feel like it's going to play the same. It's just not. But it is definitely fun. There's a lot of content to do. It's constantly updating stuff. There's gonna be events. You know the Pokemon Company's not gonna just let this one, like, die. Like, they're promoting it pretty heavily right now. There's a lot of stuff. I'll kind of go into this, too, because I'm actually curious how difficult it'll be. But it is fun. I definitely think it's worth trying out. And I'll show kind of how it kind of moves around here. And I'll slow it down, too. So like Thundershock here, you can see like the 9 on the sync up. It went down to 8 after that resolves. So we use the Dire Hit here. We'll boost our stats again. And I'll show this too. Like we'll target the Nose Pass here. You can different target whoever. We'll use like the Giga Drain right here. Oh yeah, we're fine. So use Giga Drain, and that's going to make this bar go down by 3 because we used it. But then, like the support units have this stuff like right here, Rosa, free unit. You get it right at the beginning. Time to energize. It just boosts our bar all the way back up. I think this will one-shot. I didn't actually mean to hit discharge because I wanted to show the sync attack. Okay, so it didn't. Cool. So she's still alive. So I'm going to try and get it off. We'll go for another Dire Hit and a special attack to try and get that down too, because I want to show off the sync up attack. Because those are where you'll do your real damage. And I think that'll free it up. Yeah. So I'll show like the sync up moves too, because everyone has their own exclusive sync move. And they all do like different damage or like different effects. But here's like how. So it does a little cutscene here. We'll have the Endless Summer Gigabolt Havoc. So it'll launch that. So it's a little like cutscene from the game and stuff. But it's just so much damage. So that's why like the Thunder Shocks and stuff are good. Because they're 1 bar. Like they're 1 bar so you can get to your sync up faster. I've played a little bit of the co-op. I haven't been able to play with anybody yet. It doesn't, like, pair me with anybody. Oh, cool, I got 30 gems for it. Like, see, like, even these little easy missions, you still get, like, a really decent, like, amount of, like, gems and stuff, too. Like, 30 per regular mission, and then, like, even your little, like, story courses where you just, like, learn something about someone. I can go back to the beginning here. You still, like, get gems or, like, a unit. Like, there's where I got, like, Rosa from. Like, just from beating that little mission there. But, yeah, so, like, you go through the little text convo with everybody at the beginning of the game. You can even skip it. You don't even have to talk to them. And you still get the complete, and if you would be able to get any gems, you would get them right there. But yeah, I think the game's fun. I think it definitely has potential. Another here's my favorite thing actually probably about this game. There's no energy. Like, you don't have to wait to play the game. You can just keep playing, and it doesn't like stop you or say like you can pay to refill your energy and keep playing the game. No, you can just keep going, and that's yeah, like there's no events going on right now, but that's just amazing that a game is finally like you don't have to stop. Because like what I hate that gacha games do that is to literally just get you to pay a little bit more to play a little bit more, and it's awful and everyone hates it. And I hope gacha, just every company takes from the Pokemon game here and just puts an end to that, because I want to keep playing your games, but you don't want me to. You want me to pay to keep playing, and that's awful. But I love that Pokemon did this. I think the game's fun. I definitely think it's worth anybody trying out, at least if it's not your cup of tea. I totally get it because it is a little bit different, but I wouldn't even be discouraged at the beginning or think that you have to pay to like get gems and stuff in order to play this more, because I definitely think that I could make a team of just like the free to play units that they give me. Like I could take Phoebe off right here and replace her with like another support or something. Here, I'll just have like everybody on the board. Like Karina, you get in story. Swanna here, Norman. Like you get a lot of people just in the game. Like you can definitely make a team of people that you just get. But and here's like the other thing, like unlock level cap. So once everybody gets to like a max level, you just have to come in here and you give a little bit of items, and they can level up further, up to like based on what you get them at. Like right now, I think Rose's max is like 85. Yeah, so she can go a little bit further once we level her up. But I definitely think the game's fun. I definitely try it out. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I'll be glad to address them. Most of these just, like, there are different ways to get to menus, so you don't have to press it. Like, you don't actually have to heal your mons or anything like that. But yeah, seriously, guys, any questions, seriously, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them. It's super fun. If you want to see more Masters content, feel free to make sure you hit that like and subscribe on the video. And yeah, just thanks, guys, for checking it out. If you like this kind of content, let me know, and put that down in the comments too, and we can try and do more on here, because I think the game's fun, and I love letting people know what it's like before they download it. Like, it isn't out yet, so getting kind of an idea of how it plays, what it looks like, because it's definitely beautiful. Like, there's voice acting on like every character. Like, even if it's not super in-depth voice acting, it's there. And I think that's just awesome. They put a lot of attention to detail into this, and you can tell. And I definitely think it's fun. But anyway, guys, I can't wait to see you guys in the next one, and I hope you liked what you saw. See you later, guys.